Choreograph, and I'm the keeper of the sixth realm. Eat my shit. You're listening to Bug and Moss.
Don't want to piss off Choreograph.
Keeper of the sixth realm.
Yeah, dog.
That's a good get.
If realms 1 through 5, yeah, that's whatever. That's cool. But you're basically renting. The sixth realm?
That's pretty serious.
Shit gets serious once you get up there. It's 7:01 on the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. Today is May 26th. I'm Moss.
I'm Bug.
That was a bit of a delay there, Bug.
Oh, I was distracted because you hit go as soon as I started yawning, and people are going to always think I'm sleepy.
Oh, no. People might always think you're sleepy. Uh-oh. That'd be really bad. Brip brap, I was shitting my bath. That's what Colin says in chat. Good morning, Colin, Cloudy Astronaut, French Alexander, and Emily. It is a beautiful morning shaping up here. I actually haven't opened my window yet, so I want to see what it's like outside. It's gray.
You're
It's very
looking
gray.
at the sky when you look at us.
Yeah, but the sky behind us is like pink and blue. But I don't know what I think that's because the camera's like $10. Because
Yeah, it's a bad camera,
it's fucking
really bad.
gray outside. If I look at, there's no pink, there's no blue. Right? There's either a chemical film on that window or the camera is just cheap.
Yeah. And as Colin said, it is okay to be an eepy girl in a wakey world.
Eepy girl in a wakey world. Good morning, Az also hanging out with us. Today is Tuesday.
Bow, 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 bow.
Tuesday. So we want things to choose between. We'll do it a little bit later in the show, but I wanted to just put out a call. If you want to text in some would you rather questions to 848 Mossbug, we'll do those later in the show as part of the Tuesday segment, and we can all sort of participate in them together and see what we all would choose. So send in your would you rathers to 848 Mossbug via text. Or call, I suppose, if you want to call during the show. I meant to put out a call for this yesterday. I have some in the can, so no pressure. If you're like, oh, I'm sleepy today, I don't have time to do that. But if you think of anything, you got any would you rathers in the can, you know where to dump them.
Moss, can you give an example in case anybody doesn't know what a would you rather is?
Sure. Would you rather always have to shit into an aluminum can, or would you never be allowed to eat food from an aluminum can again? That's one I just made up.
I'd probably go with never being allowed to eat food from an aluminum can again.
Oh, see, I wouldn't do that because it's just allowed. And like, how would you know? What if you're at a buffet and like someone has some? That could be fucking bad.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So if you don't realize it, what happens to you?
Yeah, you get in trouble, but like cosmic trouble.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Do you think Choreograph is involved?
Choreograph may be involved? It's not time yet for Tuesday though, so we
Okay.
don't want to get too into it. Send your would you rathers to 848 Mossbug. Good morning to N Squared, who's hanging out with us, and good morning to Sid the Kingmaker, who is here. Emily is asking clarifications on that would you rather, specifically saying, is it never eat canned food or never eat directly from an aluminum can?
We're all very invested in it. Also, I see that Matt Bliss in the YouTube chat has said 41 critters, and I don't know what that means.
41 critters. We have hit 41 followers on Twitch, which is 9 less than 50, which is our current follower goal. Because if we get to 50 followers, we will have 50 followers.
Which will be cool. That's a quarter. Nope. That's half to 100.
It's a quarter of 200, yeah. So that could be pretty cool. If you want to help find critters for us, help find them, send them here, help them click that little heart button. Last night we streamed Content Warning, which is a really fun game, and we streamed it, and I laughed so hard. And I laughed a lot. And the VOD is up on our channel here, and it's also up on Sid's channel and Colin's channel. And Az wasn't streaming. I don't know. I don't think so. We had so much fun. We were laughing till we cried.
Yeah, I didn't watch, but I was in the other room and I heard Mason yelling full voice a bunch and also howling with laughter.
It was pretty scary and pretty funny. I definitely recommend checking that out. We had a blast. Today on the show, again, it's Tuesday. We got some of that. I've got something that baffled me that I want to talk about. And then I got a little bit of funny news that was sent in via our Discord.
Hell yeah. I'm excited.
What's cooking on the bug side of the
that's
shop?
cruel to ask because last night I said, I don't have anything. And you said, don't worry, I got you. I've got you totally covered. And then just now you asked me what I've got.
Oh, well, sorry, Bug. Hey, I got you covered. No worries. No sweat.
That's being like, oh yeah, don't worry. I don't think the teacher will remember that they assigned homework. And then being like, didn't we have homework to turn in?
No, I hate that energy. Oh, God, that happened to me a couple times in real life.
That happened to me several times in real life. And I was a tattletale, but not about that. So I was a tattletale if a teacher was like, who did this? And I unfortunately saw, I would be like, well, I mean, it was Blake. But I wasn't like, I think we had homework. Come on, guys.
I know. Who does that?
I mean, honestly, the answer is, and I get it. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't get it. Someone who did the homework.
Shut your fucking mouth. I don't care if you did the homework. Shut your mouth. What are you doing? Keep it quiet. Keep it down.
It's honestly ableist of you. Some of us have a real.
Sure, you maybe did the homework, and maybe you think you did good on the homework, but there's always a chance you didn't. And you know what's better than not 100? Is just not having a number. Fucking yeah, dude.
That's true.
And everyone else in class is going to get a 0, man. As someone who didn't do any homework ever, like not even once, well, maybe once, that shit sucks.
I had this panic relationship. Again, no one thought maybe this kid has ADHD, where a teacher would be like, okay, and the assignment, and I would have no memory of the assignment and no memory of if I had done the assignment. So I would just start digging into my fucking detritus-filled crocodile hunter backpack, like I would do this thing where I would just crush all my papers with all my books on accident every day. So I'd be pulling out these accordioned papers and they'd be all spread out around me.
I can picture a little stressed out little bug. Like,
the most fucked up thing is that sometimes I'd be like, oh, here it is. Like, I just didn't have no memory that it had happened at all.
Well, you need those 1 or 2 times where you actually pull it out for anyone to ever believe you when you do it again in the future, right?
Just the stress I would feel, like heartburn stress. I would be like, fuck, man, I don't know.
I just kind of didn't do it, and people would eventually assume that you weren't going to do it, and then it was pretty cool to just keep going that way. I mean, I say cool. It was. What I think I'm describing is letting someone down so they have no expectations of you.
Yeah, which is pretty sad. Also, this feels like the boy experience of ADHD. I envied a lot of guys in my school who seemed to just be able to not give a shit about anything. That wasn't my truth. I gave a shit about everything. And I didn't have the homework. And sometimes I would just try to do it as the teacher was picking up everyone else's.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a classic.
That's a real vibe.
I gave a shit about a lot of things. I just tried to make it like a moral stand that homework wasn't good.
Oh, I got there in like middle school.
Yeah.
And I stand by that. It's fucked up. Also, I see Matt in the chat has said, wait, Crocodile Hunter backpack? Yeah, dude. I fucking I would say loved, but love present day Steve Irwin. Absolute icon. So great. I think about that backpack all the time.
You know what I hate?
What?
Tiger King has overridden my memories with when I see Crocodile Hunter. I'm like, isn't that fucking guy from that show?
That's crazy.
I know, man.
They're not similar at all.
Well, I don't think of Steve Irwin as Crocodile Hunter. I think of him as Steve Irwin. And so I think that's where the disconnect started to happen.
But why does that make you think of him as Tiger King?
Because, well, when I see Crocodile Hunter, I think of Steve Irwin as Steve Irwin. I don't confuse that.
Okay, so that's not the issue. You just don't remember the Crocodile Hunter property.
Because it's just like animal occupation, right? Crocodile Hunter, tiger.
Similar to the cat toys we bought, which were called mice with occupations.
Yeah, Crocodile Hunter, Tiger King, Chef Mouse. Wait, Mouse Chef.
Yeah.
You got any?
There was, I believe, a construction worker mouse.
Yeah. Magician.
Yeah,
cat.
there was a construction worker.
Cat magician. I keep fucking it up. N Squared says, one time as a kid, I said I'd go get my homework from my bag in the hall and frantically did it writing against the wall. 1 second.
That's real.
Classic. And French Alexander says, I just threw my composite notebook in the trash. Hell yeah.
Well. That's all we've got on that, I think.
I don't know how we got there. Hey, you know what's bothering me? I'm on the Merriam-Webster dictionary page for the word that I thought I knew, but I'm going to go ahead and play the pronunciation and see if it pisses anyone else off.
Chachka.
What was that?
I don't like it.
I'm going to go to the store and purchase a
Chachka
from this gift shop as a tourist.
I have a lot of
Chachka.
I don't.
That's not how it is. It's tchotchke, right? I've never once in my life heard anyone say tchotchke. You ever heard anyone say tchotchke?
I mean, and it's fine that that's what it is, but if we say it, we're going to sound like assholes.
Yeah. oh, let me just go buy a tchotchke. And I was like, there's no way
That sounds like something my dad would say to pronounce it wrong on purpose.
Yeah. And so I was like, well, let me check a different pronunciation. So I zoomed out and I went over to a different place and then.
Tchotchke.
No, okay. What's that?
Tchotchke.
That's bullshit, right?
Yeah, I don't like this.
Now, this one, well, now it doesn't. Before, this is from the AI overview. It has a pronunciation thing in it now. That's crazy. It before listed two, tchotchke and tchotchke.
And now it doesn't list
None of the ones I've clicked say it properly. So I wonder if this is similar to the, heels to the sky Western Spy type thing.
What is that?
Do you not know heels to the sky Western Spy?
No.
So do you know the Slavic squat, the Eastern European squat?
Like the dance?
No.
I don't know what this is.
So, well, that's interesting. Okay. Let me see what the internet says to describe this. The Slavic squat, often called the Gopnik squat, is a resting pose where you sink into a deep, full-body squat with your hips resting on your calves and your feet placed completely flat on the ground. It's a popular internet meme rooted in Eastern European street culture. You see Eastern European people sitting there squatting on the ground with like smoking a cigarette or drinking a beer, but like the squat.
Yeah, pull me up an image.
Yeah, I'll pull you up an image of the Slavic squat.
Oh, yeah, like looking cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a dude in a tracksuit squatting on the ground. Just hanging out.
Yeah, you could have just said, like, have you ever drank a 40 before? And what did you look like while you were doing it?
Well, no, because that's the thing, Bug. Oh, heels to the sky, Western Spy. You're going to get caught. Notice something about this guy and the way that he is squatting. I want to see if maybe I can pull. I'm going to open this image in a new tab.
His feet are very flat.
His feet are extremely.
That image is so high quality.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just blow it up, and then I'm going to get it up behind me on the screen here. And, Bug, I want you to describe to me exactly what we are looking at.
We are looking at a very cool looking dude squatting, knees apart, and his heels are totally flat on the ground.
Yeah, heels are totally flat on the ground. There's also next to him.
There's a cat in a top hat that doesn't seem like maybe it was there when the picture was taken.
Kind of looks like a beanie to me, and I bet that cat was there.
I think that cat was photoshopped in later.
I think that cat was why? Because it's squatting too?
I think it's sort of everything about that cat and how it doesn't look real at all.
How photoshopped it looks?
Yeah.
So, heels to the sky, Western Spy. You think you can infer what that...
Yeah, I got that now.
Yeah. So, it ain't easy to get them heels all the way down. Have you ever tried to do it?
I'm not going to
I'm going to try
right
to
now.
do it. I'm going to try and squat down with my heels on the ground. Oh, I'm falling over backwards. Oh, shit.
We lost him.
Yeah, I'm okay, though.
Your heels were on the ground, though.
My heels were on the ground, but I've been training.
Oh, okay. I don't think my heels would be on the ground. I love to squat. I'm very much like a squat and just vibe girly, but I have pretty short, tendons.
I'm kind of a squat and just vibe girly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
that's a sentence.
Whether I'm shitting or not shitting, it's all squatting. But I think that, is it tendons in my my fucking foreleg calf? There it is.
I think it's your Achilles tendon that's
Did you just almost call it a T-don?
Your Achilles tchotchke, I think, is the thing that it determines how flat you can get those puppies.
I did a thing in high school where, as I was really busy not turning any homework in, I also wore heels every day for a while, and I shortened the tendons in my feet, and I could only walk on tiptoe for a while.
Oh, yikes. And yeah.
So it's pretty tight in there.
Well, good luck, Bug. It's going to take a while for you to drop those heels down.
Yeah, I've been stretching for honestly years trying to get past this, and it's not going great.
Leonard says, in order to get the heels flat, you need a bottle of vodka and a lit cigarette.
That would help, I think.
Colin says Mason is the kind of guy who will be like, quantum entanglement isn't that hard of a concept, and then explain it in detail, and then 5 minutes later say, what is this toilet thing you're mentioning? Never heard of this.
That's right. Yeah.
And Coyote Astronaut says, see, I love a deep squat. Once this became a meme, I was like, oh, guess I just need to learn the accent.
Hell yeah.
So heels to the sky, Russian Spy is how you can spot a fake Slavic squat.
And I guess if you say tchotchke.
And I guess if you say tchotchke, you know that person has never heard anyone else ever say tchotchke.
Oh, that's what you're thinking? I'm thinking that tchotchke would be like the dog whistle that you're a Western Spy.
Oh, why? No one here says it that way.
We're not We're in the West.
Where do you think tchotchke is not a word from the West?
My guess would be it's Russian in origin.
Well, let me go ahead and check out Merriam-Webster and scroll down to the area where it talks about that. It's Yiddish from obsolete Polish.
Okay.
Tchotchko.
I mean, I think that my guess was pretty good, and that makes sense.
Poland isn't east. It's east of here. It's not like,
Your entire argument is based that in America, we don't say it the way the internet says that it is said. It's not from America. It's not an English word.
I see the thing. Yeah. I guess. I don't know, man. I just don't think that that's right.
You understand that we're solidly the West.
Tchotchke.
Yeah. I've never heard, and I've heard English people say tchotchke, and that's further east than we are, right?
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
closer
I
to
guess.
Poland.
Why don't you try to hear a person that isn't an English-speaking person?
So I don't know how to do that quickly.
Well, I'm not
also
asking you to do
doing
it right
the show.
now on the show. I'm just explaining that your skepticism is unwarranted.
Well, now hang on. Now this is different. Now on Google, I typed in tchotchke pronunciation, and that brought up a separate pronunciation. And let's see what that says.
Tchotchke.
How interesting is that?
It's very interesting.
Tchotchke.
Wow, that's really, really,
Tchotchke.
really the American pronunciation. It says in the corner.
Well,
So, okay,
yeah.
I'm wrong.
The things that you decide to dig your flat heels in about are crazy.
What do you mean?
You're just like, clickers aren't real, and also tchotchke is the right way to say it.
Sid says, I was a latchkey kid myself, which is very funny. I was a tchotchke kid.
Tchotchke.
Well, that solves that. Yeah, Bug, I don't know. I feel confident. I thought, I assumed, I presumed, and I was wrong that more people said tchotchke than just in the United States.
I mean, I think that might be true. It's just, again, that doesn't mean that that's right.
Well,
and it's right enough that
what's
I'm
right?
sure it's an appropriate alternate way to say it. I just think it's fascinating that you're bucking up against the root words and where it's from and the way it might have been originally pronounced.
I don't know, man.
The Anglicanization.
She's gonna talk to me about pronunciation.
The Anglicanization? Is that a word?
Anglicization.
Hard, isn't it?
Will this stick around and turn into a whole thing? Or will Bug and Moss forget it immediately? This is a generic segment.
There's a bit of funny news that was delivered unto us through our Discord server channel. And it's a place that you could buy. You ever want to buy a place? Like a whole place? Like not a house, but like a place. There, you could buy a whole town in Michigan. You know, there is, well, I'm burying the lead here big. What if you could buy hell?
I'd like it.
You'd like to buy hell?
Yeah.
Hell, Michigan is for sale. This is from Fox 2 Detroit. The article says, you've always been able to buy a piece of hell, but now you can own the whole town. That's right. Hell, Michigan is for sale. For $625,000.
That's not a lot of money.
You can own more than 7 acres of this unique Livingston County destination. According to a property listing from Swisher Commercial, the well-known tourist area and the Pinckney area is on the market. The listing includes Screamer's Souvenirs, which also houses an ice cream shop, a restaurant, a putt-putt course, and other beloved parts of the property, including the Wedding Chapel and Locks of Love Bridge. For $625, you can buy hell.
Okay, I am a little bit confused by the listing because it's like you can have 7 acres of hell. I understand that's probably most of it, but do you own the town?
So I think hell is a small place.
No, that's fine. I just don't understand, are you mayor? Can you do what you want? Do you have any kind of are you in charge of the government or you're in charge of tourism?
You're in charge of hell. This says property description under this listing. Exceptional opportunity to acquire a plus or minus 7.21 acre multi-parcel assemblage along Patterson Lake Road in Pinckney, Michigan, including 4 parcels, 2 buildings totaling 3,600 square feet, and the established Hell My LLC business. The offering features a plus or minus 2,000 square foot vacant restaurant building, retail building, and additional land. So maybe Hell's not exactly a town. Maybe Hell's just like a little place.
I think that the article buried the lead because it sounds like it's in Pinckney.
Yeah, it sounds like it's in Pinckney, but doesn't it make sense for Hell to be sort of a pick-me type beat?
Yeah, no, I'm here for it. I think it's still a really good deal.
N Squared says, I'm interested. Colin says, that's so odd. I would assume Hell was in Missouri.
Well, listen, everybody, we don't have any money. We're kind of negative money, but maybe if we all pool our resources, this could be our little commune.
Sid says, how am I from here and didn't know this? Are you from Hell, Sid?
I mean,
Alex says, I always assumed it was other people.
yeah.
N Squared seems to be thinking along the same lines as you, Bug, saying, wait, low key, you could really make this something.
Yeah, we could make it like a little spot. Oh, and then it'd be cute because you know how they're always like, oh, all the gays are going to hell.
Oh
and
my
then we
God.
could all be there.
Hey, that
I say
rules.
we, I'm an ally.
Yeah.
But that'd be so cool.
Well, all allies go to hell or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Colin says, Leonard says 41,000 too low in my opinion. I know, they missed the opportunity to make a very funny joke. Colin says, Sid, you already have free real estate in Hell as a Detroit sports fan. Alex says we could turn one of those buildings into a content house.
Yeah, we could turn them all. Hell is a content house. The whole thing's a content house once we get there.
And S Squared says, I'm willing to put down at least $3.70. So
I can put that much down too. Babe, I think we could do that. We'll double that.
yeah,
we'll double that.
We'll match that donation. So we're up to
Yeah.
a little over $11, I think. if
Yeah,
I'm
which
doing
is,
my math
I mean,
right.
pretty close for a whole place.
Yeah, pretty close. We'll get there. Only $624,989 to go, and we can get Hell.
Get some investors, maybe.
Yeah, so that was something that was submitted. I believe that was submitted by Ty. I am not entirely sure because for some reason I can't seem to find my Discord window anymore.
Well, hell yeah, as they
But,
say.
thank you, Ty. Hell yeah for saying that. No, sorry, that's from George Diaz. Thank you, George.
Thank you, George.
Thank you, George. Again, don't forget to text or call in your Would You Rathers to 848-MOSS-BUG. See, 2 text messages have landed. We'll do Tuesday after we hit the bottom of the hour and around the corner there. And Squared has said in regards to Hell, get Sam Reich on the phone. That does kind of feel like something Dropout would buy.
Yeah.
Do you know the town Truth or Consequences?
Yeah, dude.
In New Mexico. You know how that got its name?
Yeah, but I forget. Every time I look it up, it goes right out of my brain.
It was a game show with the strangely biblical sounding name,
Yes.
Truth or Consequences. And they were like, name your town after us and you'll get something. I forget what it was they got.
I mean, it's a cool name, obviously. I think it's amazing.
Yeah,
I would love to tell people that my address was blah, 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 Truth or Consequences.
Yeah, I know, right? But at the same time, there's a fine line when it comes to names like that. And I don't know what to say like names like that are.
Well, you know when you see it though, right?
You know when you see it, and there's like this line you straddle where something can either sound extremely cool and kind of mysterious and like spooky, or it sounds immediately biblical. Like a name, like when you name your kid Temperance.
Yeah,
you know?
but the Bible is pretty spooky.
Yeah, but it's not cool. You know, it's pretty fucking gauche. TBH. No offense, King.
No, it is,
Pretty
but
gauche.
like it is. Like Prudence is kind of a cool name, and like some metal stuff goes on in there. It's just like people take it too far, right? I think that's where it gets really gauche.
Yeah, but I think like it depends. Truth or Consequences is on that line. It has one foot on either side of that line for me, where it sounds kind of cool and like, ooh, what's that? It's kind of got like a Disco Elysium smell to it. It's a little Fallen London, but it also is like, oh, or is this a Bible thing? It is. Truth or Consequences was founded as hot springs because we need more of those. There certainly aren't 100,000 hot springs in every town, regardless of the temperature of the water in the ground.
Yeah, dude.
But this one is an area noted for its hot springs. It was changed its name from Hot Springs to Truth or Consequences as the result of a radio show contest in March 1950. Ralph Edwards, the host of the NBC radio quiz show Truth or Consequences, announced he would air the program on his 10th anniversary from the first town that renamed itself after the show.
That's great.
Yeah. Leonard says he's actually writing a song with that name because of the town.
I think that sounds great.
Hell yeah, truth or
I'm
consequences,
excited to hear it when
baby.
it's done.
What's up, Bug? How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Had a little sip of coffee, trying to wake up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's on your bug mind today?
My bug brain is buzzing. I'm thinking about all kinds of stuff. I am feeling pretty boring today. Sorry, guys.
No, like what's been on your mind lately, Bug? What have you been thinking about?
Genuinely,
Yeah.
all of it is too sad for the show.
Oh no.
I've been thinking about bummery stuff and I've been having a lot of nightmares. So
Oh no, that's not good.
it's okay. I mean, honestly, it's not, I don't feel bad. I'm not having like a bad time, but there's been a lot of bad news and like bad stuff going on and like really, really bummery stuff that I'm not going to get into on our cool fun show. And so I'm excited to be here and not thinking about all that. And hopefully we're almost through the era of nightmare that I am in.
That's fair. I'm sorry for asking, Bug. I'm sorry. I should have
known.
Yeah, should have known, man. I'm so sorry.
No, it's
That's
fine.
so
It's
sad.
literally fine to ask. I just could not think of anything except the truth. You have to accept the truth and the consequences
That's
of
fair.
your question.
I've been having dreams lately, but all of them are mostly about helldivers, but every single soldier in it is my friend Elias. I had a dream the other night. It was me and Tucker, and we were like fighting these alien bugs, and we were, because you drop down from the sky in your little pods, and then you're blasting bugs and trying to survive and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And it was me and Tucker, and every other soldier was my friend Elias. Like, I don't know
That's
why.
so great.
Everyone else was him, and it was very good.
I love that so much.
Coyote Astronaut, in regards to your sad problems, says, would unleashing an army of possums help?
I think so, because possums are so cute.
Possums are really
They're
fucking
so cute.
cute. Their beady little eyes and their kind of always surprised expression.
They're always kind of stinky.
Colin has sent in like 7 chooses for Tuesday, which I'm excited to get into. Maybe
Me
we'll turn the
too.
corner and do those in just a minute. Colin says, I'll keep going until someone tells me to shut up. No, please, keep them coming. Keep them would you rathers on the way. Tuesday's going to have a lot of choices made.
Yeah, I love making choices. That's a thing that's interesting about me is that I don't really relate to, I mean, I experience it as a person in the world, as we all do, but I don't really relate to choice paralysis.
What do you mean?
Like, I like making choices. I like picking stuff. I like just going like, oh, we'll do that one.
Choice paralysis. So you don't feel overwhelmed by options when you have like a lot of things open up in front of you?
Sometimes. I'm not saying I never experienced that, but I don't feel like I am unreasonably affected by that. I feel like it's pretty easy to make choices.
I get immediately stunned by choices very easily.
Yes, you do.
Although-
Much like a possum playing possum.
Well, as much to the thing that I like though is out of context, a sort of colder reading of what you said is very funny, where you're like, oh, that's interesting about me. I enjoy free will. Here's something interesting about me. I enjoy making choices.
Genuinely, that's actually probably a pretty good way to put it. Like, I do not at all relate to people who are like, I just wish I was 10 again. I don't wish I was 10 again. I don't want to be a kid. I like being a grown up and I like making choices. I really enjoy having autonomy over myself. This isn't a bit. This is just true. I really do. I really, really like, even if it's hard and even if I get overwhelmed and life is scary, I super, super like making choices for my own life. I'm like huge into free will. Big fan.
I mean, that makes sense. I wouldn't want to be under someone else's charge.
Yeah, Coyote Astronaut gets it. Kid again equal literal nightmare scenario.
Yeah.
It's not, I didn't even like hate, I hated being a kid. I didn't have a bad childhood. I just came out 30. I was just born to be 30.
That
and
makes
I have
sense.
known that my whole life. I've been like, can't fucking wait till we're done with this. Can't wait till I can make my own choices. Can't wait till I can rent an apartment. I am so excited.
You do have 30 energy.
Thank
30,
you.
30 feels like the age you are in your heart and in your soul. I think, I don't know, I waffle between being 8 years old and 50, I think.
Yeah, you do. You're either just like curious about the world or you don't give a fuck about the world.
Yeah, that's my 2 modes. Also, good morning and hello to Backroomsty.
Hello.
Or Backrooms Ty. It could be Backroomsty or Backrooms Ty. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Just in time for Tuesday, as we're going to drop into the main segment of today. Today is Tuesday, and so we've got a lot of Would You Rathers that we're going to be discussing here that were sent in primarily by Colin. Thank you, Colin. But before we do that, I want to read this one message in chat from Colin, which says, if I could be 20 again right now, but only in terms of like my body and my health has regressed, but time itself has not, then I'd take it. Basically, I have a free 15 years here. So I think what Colin's pointing at is that he misses the like health and spryness and energy of being so youthful.
I mean, youth is wasted on the young, but I still wouldn't take it because I don't think there's a way to regress your body age without also getting dumber. And I love having a fully developed brain. I cannot stress it enough.
That's fair. That's very fair. I think I miss having energy and structure. So if I ever wish I was young again, that's what it is.
You can have structure.
Yeah, but it's so, as an adult, it was so much cooler. The thing I miss about being younger is how every day you had like a thing you did, but like you wake up, you get on a bus, the bus takes you to a place. At the place are all your friends, but also the shit you have to do. But then also like I liked the structure of being in school.
I know that we've talked about this before. Mason was very popular in high school. He's not kidding when he says it's the place where his friends were. Like it was fun for him to go.
I was friends with pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know. We had a good crew there. Leonard can attest to that. I don't remember if anyone else who's in here the chat with me went to high school with me, but Leonard
has been to high school with me.
Has been to high school. Hey, anyone been to high school with me?
If you could start a grown-up high school, I would go because I think it would be a blast.
Isn't that college?
No, it really isn't because it sucks, dude.
Yeah, because I did not go to college.
College is a totally different energy. Grown-up high school would be so fun. Because you played Monster Prom?
Yeah,
that's grown-up high school.
Yeah, that's
fair.
That's
different than college.
I think that's literally just set in a high school, though.
It is.
Yeah.
But they're all grown-ups.
Oh.
They're all like in their 20s.
I did not clock that. I just thought they were like fictional monsters and didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I didn't think too much about the logistics. Huh.
That's fine. You don't need to think too much about it. But.
Leonard said, I had pretty much the freedom to do whatever the hell I wanted and no outside responsibility. I miss that. Yeah. That's exactly it, man. That's exactly it.
Also, N-squared is exactly right. College is like high school with with consequences.
And then Colin says, college and consequences is the sequel town.
Like a fucking... God, what the hell is the name? I almost said Van Wilder. That's not right. National Lampoon or something. All those movies that have a whatever. I was just going to say National Lampoon's College and Consequences.
There you go. Hell yeah. I'm going to make a horrible sound and I apologize. Oh, I didn't. I kept it in. This show, oh my God, it's Tuesday. We're falling apart at the seams here. It's Tuesday. So we're about to make some choices, but first I wanted to say thank you to the community partners who make this show possible at patreon.com/bug-and-moss at our community partner level. If you happen to find yourself in need of a notary public or an ordained minister, maybe you're getting married, maybe you need like a type 5, maybe you need, I don't know, people in chat are saying in it, so I wanted to say something. Maybe you need something English in it.
Maybe.
AJ could probably do that. He's from New England, Concord, New Hampshire. Sermons_such@yahoo.com or call him up at 561-541-5944. Seriously, AJ is great. Ordained minister and notary public. I have not had him as a minister, have not had him notarize anything, but I do think he would be excellent as a minister, and I would trust him with a stamp.
Yeah.
100%.
I wonder if we should become notaries because we live right next to our courthouse.
I mean, maybe.
Because, would it make it easier for us to, get it renewed?
Probably, because it's right there. But, I presume also, it's pretty stiff competition, because I bet you everyone in that building is a notary.
Well, but why is it stiff competition? I don't think there can only be a certain amount.
No, but, why would people come to us for their notary duties if,
Well, we go other places.
Yeah. But we live here, so if we're going to open a business as notaries...
Oh, you're imagining us... Oh, that would be fun. We could compete with their rates, maybe.
Yeah, we could put big signs up on the outside of our house like, don't go to the courthouse.
Yeah, come here if you want to get your documents notarized by some cool guys.
Yeah, you want cool people to see your shit? Come here. Why would you go there?
Let us read your stuff.
Don't go to court. Ew. That's what the sign can say.
Yeah.
And then people will be like, what's the sign for? And be like, we're a notary public
I don't think
business.
people will ask any questions. They'll be like, yeah, ew, I'm not going to court.
So I don't know her. Also, thank you to our community partner, Colin M. Parker. Twitch.tv/Colin M. Parker. Colin streams a variety of content and all the time is funny and good and cool. Colin's schedule, I don't know what you're doing this week, dude, but fuck, we got to get these community partner ad reads organized. Maybe that's something I'll do later today, is get that stuff sort of straightened out.
Okay. I'm here to help.
Also, thanks to Joe Hinkle, who just subscribed, I guess, on YouTube. I saw a little thing pop up on the screen. I think that brings us to 42 critters.
Hell yeah.
That may well be true. Okay, let's get into this thing. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday, May 26th, and on Tuesday we choose. This is a text message that came in from Zaz Azalea on this Tuesday. Would you rather unlimited bacon but no games, or games, unlimited games but no games? Now that's confusing. I think Az meant but no bacon at the end, presumably.
So
unlimited bacon, no games to play ever. Or unlimited games, no bacon.
this is really hard for me because I sort of am notorious for not really liking games. So I thought this would be easy, but it's not, because I think I'd rather just never eat bacon again if it meant I could like never play a game.
That is tough. But my misreading or the typo that Az sent in, or if this was her intention at the end, games, unlimited games, but no games, is kind of what Steam feels like sometimes anyway.
That is.
When you're like, oh, I just want to relax. I'm going to relax and play a game. And you're like, man, I got 400 of them and none of these look fun at all.
Unlimited games, but no games feels very poetic. And it feels like something I am usually observing happen to my friends who like love games. Like Habe loves a game. Habe will play any game with anybody at any time. I have a way different experience with games. I love playing cards with my grandma and the girls. I love playing certain games with my friends, but it is very dependent on how annoying I think the experience is about to be. And I think it is very easy for playing games to be incredibly annoying. I hate having rules explained to me. I can't listen. It's a disability. It's not my fault. I literally cannot listen if someone tries to explain rules to me, and it is excruciating to just nod along. And I feel like such a dick because I'm hearing nothing and I'm like, I don't know. And also, a lot of people aren't fun to play games with, so I'd rather not.
Hearing rules to games is pretty much always absolutely doing nothing to my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like being in a lecture. It's impossible to focus.
I have to look at and really engage with it myself. I can't pick up game rules off an explanation. Also, a lot of games, their rules, the rules are serving to serve the fiction. Their purpose is that the rules enforce the mechanical systems behind the fiction of the game you're engaging with. So if, I don't know, fucking Ticket to Ride, you're building train tracks. So learning about the rules, take your piece and place it here to blah, 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 and then do this, does not connect the same way that when you're building trains, you're going to want train stations, right? So if you want to buy those, you do this. And so I feel like a lot of rule books are written poorly too.
Yeah.
And the rules are hard to explain.
I mean, it's the hardest kind of communication is communicating something like that. And the real thing is I feel like the rules are there for me to look at once I come up against a problem, because then I'm actually learning it. Whereas if I just read it in the rule book, it's a waste of time. It's just a waste of time.
I feel like rule books need to do better at connecting to the fiction. The ones that do that do the best.
Yeah.
In the chat, Emily says unlimited bacon would probably make my tummy hurt. Unlimited games. I'm with Emily. That is my decision on this also.
That was my thought as well. My tummy hurt so bad.
Yeah.
I love bacon. This is not an anti-bacon whatever. I fucking love bacon.
Yeah. I also love bacon, but I think I could do away with it in a way that I couldn't do away with games.
Yeah.
I have also completely broken the Twitch chat interface on my end with a bunch of fucked up windows, and so now I cannot see chat except for what's on screen.
Okay.
So that's cool, and I hope I don't accidentally ban Colin, because I think I clicked something that's on Colin's name, and now there's a pop-up. Let's take a look at a different thing. It's Tuesday, choosing rapid fire, new things to choose from. Colin delivered. There's a fucking lot in here. Colin says, would you rather fully slip and faceplant every time you move for the first time after 5 minutes of no movement, or have to pull a pull string in your back to randomly respond every time you spoke to someone else?
So this one's hard because of the falling, not specifying how hurt you're going to get. I think the only one I would survive is the pull string.
The thing for me, you think you wouldn't survive? I feel like you'd have to survive. I feel like survival has to be built into this.
Well,
Otherwise,
because the thing I'm thinking about is we're getting at the age where falling is scary.
yeah, that's true. But I feel like this can't be a death sentence. That wouldn't be in the spirit of it,
I'm just
right?
thinking about, too, like, what if you do fall kind of bad one time, you break something, now your 5 minutes of inactivity is getting a lot more likely. Now you're in a position where you're getting bed sores because you're so afraid to move
And every time
because
you
of this curse on you.
Every time you stand up to pee, you fall on your face.
Yeah, you re-break your leg.
And probably your nose or whatever. Yeah, but I feel like the fall has to be harmless. But it does not say that in the question, so that's a good point. I don't want a pull string in my back to randomly respond every time I speak to someone else because I get nervous enough about the things I say. The last thing I need is less control over that.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, okay. So Colin said it's a comical fall.
Collinson, in chat said comical fall, not necessarily
I would
hurtful.
fall then.
At most ooh, that stings.
Yeah, I would fall.
You would fall?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at falling.
I'm pretty good at falling too. I spent a lot of time practicing pratfalls.
To be clear, you're way better at falling than me. I spent a lot of time practicing by just fucking falling down. Wearing heels through a lot of high school helped.
Well, and you always tell me that story of when you were carrying, what was it, like a tray of a bunch of wine glasses and you fucking ate shit and like slid on your face, but you held the tray up in the air like a
that
cartoon.
actually probably did happen with wine glasses. It also spectacularly happened with a couple bowls of salad. But the story I think you're thinking of, I was in high school and I was carrying a massive tote full of cupcakes that I had baked. And I tripped in the library on carpet. And I just knee slid across that carpet and I held the cookies up or cupcakes or whatever the fuck they were. And then I stood up, blood, carpet stuck in the wounds.
No. Oh, God. Ow.
But it was just one of those things where my face, I think, was like the whole time.
That's so rough. Leonard says, I'll take the pull string because I'm perfectly fine just not responding to people and I can't risk the fall out of the truck 10 times a day.
That's so real. Actually,
Imagine every time a truck driver pulls up, makes a delivery, they go, the truck's here, door opens, the driver just fucking falls out every day.
So fucking funny. It's also like, it is important to think about how you will always fall getting out of your car. Like every time.
That's so funny to me. Picturing the door of a vehicle opening and the person just fucking straight out. Oh my God. I don't know why that's tickling me so much. Just picturing Leonard, like someone falling out of a tractor trailer truck every time they get out of it.
You exposed yourself. What's really funny to you is you're picturing Leonard falling.
Getting up and be like, damn it. Oh my God. No, just the idea of like those things are so tall.
Yeah, they're really tall.
They're really tall. So like fall, you have a ways to fucking go. That's fucking getting me, man. I'm tears in my eyes. Another Tuesday question sent in to us from Colin. Colin, you're on fire with these. These are really good. Would you rather have to have snake skin that you had to fully shed and get rid of once a week? Or have to earnestly ask who every time someone mentions a very commonly known person, band, artist, etc.?
That's Mason's real life.
That's my real life. So I would take that.
I'd probably shed my skin. I kind of want to do that.
Shed your skin once a week? That's a lot of shedding.
I love peeling skin.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Hey, you know what I don't love? That.
Okay.
Pretty bad.
Okay.
Peeling skin? No, thank you.
Do you
No,
think
thank
that
you,
you'd
thank
be
you.
okay with this even when it was like something you really did know about and you just had to be like, who?
Yeah, I think that'd be fine. I don't
Okay.
really give a shit. You
Okay.
know? I don't think it would bother me because I have to do that constantly because I've never seen any movies. I don't know most things. So like even if you were like, "Oh, do you like Modest Mouse or whatever?" and I had to say, "Who?" Then whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine. Who gives a shit? You know what? That I think belies a societal attitude that in my opinion is poison, which is that you should feel shame for not knowing something when really what you get is the joy of learning something new that day in that moment.
I think that's beautiful. I genuinely just like think it would be cool to have new skin once a week.
That's fair. Honestly, that.
The missile knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. By subtracting where it is from where it isn't, the guidance subsystem drive the missile from a position where it is to a position where it isn't.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. Line up at the start. Your test is over.
And you're off. Hydrocoptic marsal veins. Capacitive directants. Ambipatient lunar wane shaft. Reciprocation dingle arm. The system has acquired
Good luck. Does that work?
It's working. Is it?
We're
is
back.
Is it on? Okay, is it in?
Yeah.
All right. Good. I knew that would do it. What were we saying? Jealous about skin. Jealous about snakes and their good skin. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be nice to get fresh skin. That's the thing that
Fresh skin is something I'm always looking for.
Hello Fresh, except
Hello
for
Fresh.
skin. I'd love it. Where were we in chat? Okay, Sid said, I've always been jealous of snakes. I put glue on my hands and peeled it off when I was a
Yes.
kid. I'd take the shed skin off.
Yes, Sid. Yes. New skin. Weekly new skin.
That's very funny. Not Colin. Leonard says, I have fallen out of the truck. Gotta be honest, it is pretty funny. And Michael on the last one says, the shit I say is already so random that my life wouldn't be that much different with the pull string. Thank you for taking my wrench. Yeah, and then everything broke.
Everything did
And
break.
I fixed it. Also, good morning to Egg Queen joining us again.
Hello,
How
hello.
about one more Tuesday question, Bug?
One more.
Yeah.
Okay.
One more Tuesday. Maybe we have a couple. Maybe we'll have a couple Tuesdays.
Yeah, I got like 13 minutes left.
Colin says movement scenario, which is the best way to start any message. I want to start every message I send to anyone with movement scenario : would you rather have to somersault would you rather have to somersault end over end in any direction in order to move like a ball, or have an incredibly rubbery / bouncy ass that you had to bounce on in order to move?
I'm going to go with the ass for sure.
You would bounce around the world on your ass like a big old bouncy ball, like one of those balls with a handle?
Yeah, first of all, definitely. That sounds more fun. Also, I get motion sick, so the first one will make me throw up all the time.
The somersaulting end over end sounds so fucking cool, though.
Yeah, but I don't like being topsy-turvy on where my perspective is.
I think it'd be amazing to combine this with the one where you have to fall after you haven't moved for 5 minutes, so that if you, specifically for Leonard, so that Leonard as a truck driver could rock up, fall out of the truck on the ground, and then just immediately start somersaulting away.
I just imagined like a break in the continuum because of the way this question is worded, where you have to move anywhere by somersaulting end over end. So while driving, Leonard is just a rotating like ring. Like that's the only way you can do it.
Sid says real Link energy with the somersaults, which I know you didn't play Zelda, but I will say, hut, hut, hut.
Oh, is that? Okay.
Hut, hut.
All right.
Yeah, he always makes those sounds, and he's always fucking
Hell yeah.
jumping and shit. I only played Ocarina of Time. I should play Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Someone in chat tell me which one, if you're only going to play one, I should play. I've been wondering about that.
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, I know they're different. I don't fucking know how different. I'm only going to play one. Tell me which one. That's my Tuesday for you. That's actual advice that I would like. Here's something out of Colin. Would you rather assume and make an ass out of you and me, or presume and make a presidential candidate ticket out of you and me?
Ooh, probably ass. I don't want to be president, and I don't want anybody I know to be president either. That's not true. I can think of a few people I know that I would want to be president, and you know who you are. But I don't want to just be like accidentally christening me and my friends as presidential candidates.
Okay, that's fair. Who is the you and me in this presidential candidate ticket? Is it me and Colin? Is it me and you, Bug?
I think it's whoever you're talking to when you presume.
I think if you ran for vice president, I want to be in your cabinet. Oh, I'd be the first lady.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a choice, so I couldn't be on the ticket because we're married. What if a married couple decides to run for president and VP?
It's never happened before because we live in a bad sexist country that's full of shit.
Yeah.
So it just hasn't come up.
What would happen? I mean, who knows? We don't have laws anymore, so that's probably a bit of a foolish question.
I mean, I think that's a really interesting idea. It's just like we never got as far from a monarchy as we should have, and we had positions for presidential spouses anyway, which is pretty weird. You don't usually get a job and then they're like, and your wife works here too. Like, that's not normal.
That's true. I can think of a lot of security reasons and things like
Totally.
that.
I think that there's a lot of reasons it's made sense, but you raise a good question, which is like, this only really works in a society in which women are second-class citizens. And also there are two genders, men and women. And then boys, they do the big boy stuff, and then their wives can bake cakes about it.
Yeah, that's true. It is rooted in misogyny and old like ideas of gender, and it is certainly not ideal. I can understand having like your family and people you're close to being brought in when you are like in a position where
but also governmentally that's a nightmare when you say it out loud, isn't it? Because Donald Trump has appointed all of his kids to do fucking whatever.
He's skipping his own kid's wedding. Did you see that?
Yeah, I don't care about that. But that's like the least of my worries with Donald Trump. I will say none of this is to minimize that you would make a great first lady.
I would be a great first lady.
I think you would be fantastic.
Would they change the food pyramid, right? Is that what they do? Or is that just Michelle Obama?
So don't put this recent food pyramid change on her. That was the whole business. You choose a cause or something. It's like being in a sorority big style. I
think that I could do my own food pyramid, and that's what I would want to do, and that's what I would pursue. Colin says, interesting, you couldn't both go for president VP, saying under Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution, electoral college electors are prohibited from voting for both a presidential and a vice presidential candidate who are both inhabitants of the same state as the electors. If a married couple lived in the same state, electors in that home state would be legally barred from voting for both of them, making it practically impossible to win the required electoral majority.
But Colin, this is really affecting the comedy blockbuster I was writing.
But what if we were in Montana? How many electoral votes does that place have? One?
This is another great reason to abolish the electoral college is fucking stupid.
And I feel like that what you posted is about being in the same state. So I feel like there's a way to make this happen.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you lived in different states.
But I mean, also, what is one state? Presidents lose a state all the time in all the elections. So, who cares if the electors in that state didn't get us?
No, I don't think that is.
Electoral college electors are prohibited from voting for both a presidential and a vice presidential candidate who are both inhabitants
I thought
of the
it was
same
saying
state.
that they can't, one state of votes can't vote for two people from the same state. And I was like, no, I don't think it would be possible for you to win. But I see now it's just you're just forfeiting your home state.
I have a final Tuesday for us to steer us out of politics and towards the back ramp of the show.
Don't call it that.
Don't call it the back ramp?
Yeah, the back ramp of the show.
What's
loading dock?
Is that what it is? Well, I want to, to keep calling out Leonard after a trucking episode. Is it called, what's the name for the thing you back the truck up to at the end? Is that just the loading dock, or is there trucker slang for that? That's what I want to call the back end of the show.
You're talking about a loading dock, right?
Or what's the back end of the truck called? You got a cool name for that?
Question? What is your question?
I want to call the end of the show something entertaining.
Okay.
Like the back ramp, but you didn't like the back ramp.
Well, it's a bit,
the ass end of the show, the bottom.
That's pretty good.
The bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, the butthole of the show.
Alex says, I think the technical term is truck genitalia.
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 Oh, I love that anime. It's really sad or something.
Oh, yeah. Even genitals or whatever. Yeah. Evan's genitals. I love my favorite robot movie, Evan's Genitals. Neon Evan's Genitals. It's a Michael Bay movie or whatever.
Fucking good, too.
Leonard did say it is loading dock, and every single comment Matt Bliss has ever left on YouTube is just streamed up through the chat.
Matt, it's not your fault. We have to fix something with YouTube. Don't feel bad.
It's Streamlabs. Streamlabs is busted. Sorry, podcast listeners, for all the stream and sausage talk that's been happening lately. Here's something for you. Here's something for everybody. This is from Colin, our final question. Would you rather have to yell at the top of your lungs, "Hear ye"? Let me back that up. I lost my voice. Would you rather have to yell at the top of your lungs, "Hear ye, hear ye," and loudly announce your arrival every time you enter a building, or let Moss have one single wish?
I'll do it, guys. I'll do the hear ye, hear ye. It's not safe. He'll end humanity.
I won't end humanity. I would make a good wish. Let Moss wish.
No,
yes,
don't listen to. She is not caught up. She has no idea what she's talking about.
Elle knows exactly what she's talking about.
No, she does not. You almost ended humanity like 3 different times in the episode we talked about wishes.
I did not end humanity even once, nor did I come close. In fact, one of my wishes was for nothing to go wrong. So
I can't rehash this. I'm so stressed just thinking about you having wishing power.
Listen, like Matt just said, let Moss wish. Amadeus for president 2030.
Than Moss is pretty right. Do you want to be a Marvel movie? Because that's what you're acting like.
Do I want to be a Marvel movie?
Yeah.
No. What, am I repeating myself? Am I becoming extremely boring?
No.
Is there no, can you not fathom why anyone would be interested in me?
No, they're talking about Thanos and like having the power to like fuck shit up.
Sorry, I was using that as an excuse to rip on Marvel movies. Eat shit, Marvel. You like all those fire burns I snuck in?
Oh, fire burns. I think you
Yeah.
said Firebirds. And I was like, what? When did you do the thing you're saying?
Hear ye, let Moss wish, says L.
You and Elle can live on your own planet where your wishes count there.
So you'd still rather choose having to announce your presence every
and I
single
hate
time
it.
you enter a
Let me tell
building?
you, I don't like that, but I could see making that work for me. I could just kind of have the energy of an empty nest Christian dad, and I could like let that be the way I walk through the world.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. What's it going to take to get you on the wish side? What if I used my wish to wish that you would let me do that? Ooh, that'd be a problem.
So like your sort of lackadaisical approach to taking away other people's free will is probably the crux of the issue that I have with you having wishing power.
I would not wish to take away anyone's free will. I specifically, if I turned you into a felt doll, which I know is the whole thing that everyone got all upset about.
Still alive.
You'd still be alive. You would have free will. You would have wings. Like, I wished for cool things for other people, but I could keep it to myself. I don't have to wish for everyone else to get wings and cool shit, or like, as wanted a helicopter head. I was going to give them that.
Now, this was in a world where there were 2 choices and helicopter head was one.
Sid says, you know how Bug loves free will? What if I took that away?
Literally.
Moss.
Your wishes are turn into a doll.
I don't want to turn into a doll.
Live forever.
Let me have a chance right now.
Okay.
I wish everyone was happy and together. Boom.
You just can't see us all turning into a writhing mass of body parts when you say shit like that. You just don't even think about it.
That's inappropriate. That would depend on individual people and what they wanted to do.
You can't just assume. You know what? It's your assuming. It's your ass of you and me. It's you thinking that there is a whole subset of rules you're not specifying that everybody would just totally be cool with.
I would just try and make things better. I would just try and make things
I know you're
better.
trying to make things better. You're just not doing it.
If I had one single genie wish, you, me, and the FBI know what it would be used for. And I think you'd be happy you made that choice.
Well,
it'd be for free ice cream. It'd be free ice cream day. It'll be a holiday in the United States called Free Ice Cream Day, where government mandated stores would pop up. They would send out fleets of trucks with ice cream carts on the back of them to every named town in the United States.
When are you going to specify that they're not allowed to lace that ice cream with anything or use it to do any negative, nefarious shit?
What are they going to do with it? It's ice cream.
It's government ice cream.
Good government ice cream. That would be okay. So I'll change
good government?
I'll change the wish to be, I wish that the government did one good thing, which was, so now hold on, there's a problem. I see the problem in that wish, because by saying, if I wish the government did one good thing and it was ice cream, everything else would get worse, wouldn't it?
It's so crazy that you see the problem in that wish, and that's honestly not even one that I was going to roast you for. It's like the least offensive of the wishes you've made.
Yeah, that one's not super great. Oh, that's rough.
Oh, socials?
It's Boshels.
It's
All right.
Boshels time.
Alexander in the chat said, Boshels. It's time for socials. It's time to move on. Throw episode title suggestions in the chat. N Squared says, FBI, feds banning ice cream. Leonard says, I missed the Wish episode. I guess I have to go back now.
You do.
It's called Mr. Poopcord Thinks He Can Make Wishes.
Yeah, I would highly recommend it. We sent it to our friend Stephanie, and she said, I can't wait for Mason to be the uncle of my baby I don't have yet.
I think it was the best episode of the show so far.
Yeah, I listened to it twice.
God, that episode killed me. I was laughing so hard after that.
I've cut short videos out that are going up on YouTube if you guys always want to watch segments, not shorts. Like I've cut out full segments that are going up. I need to cut down Poop Cord itself today, but the wishes part I think is up already.
And don't forget to check out our friends, our community partners. Go to bugandmoss.com, flip through the phone book to see a bunch of different cool projects featured there. Colin on Wednesday is streaming a Final Fantasy reset, which is where every time chat gets to certain goals, Colin has to start the fuck over in the Final Fantasy games.
Colin, you are a very strong streamer.
Yeah, so go subscribe to Colin, twitch.tv/Colin M. Parker, and check that out. Anyone who's hanging out in here with us right now in chat, go ahead and pitch your episode title suggestions into there. Just see if we can't come up with something funny to title this for the podcast listeners. Podcast listeners, I hope you're okay. It's hard to hear from y'all.
Yeah, send us a text.
Send us a text. I love you, Bug.
I love you, Moss.
This is Bug and Moss.
Oh, fuck, I stopped the recording and I didn't stop the stream. Oops.